Morning everyone, it's Scott with Harper Health AZ. Today I'm going to show you how to make a vegan tofu scramble, and we are going to add an avocado hummus to it. So let's go ahead and get started with this and get everything prepped. The ingredients I'm going to be using today for seasonings will be black peppercorn, cumin, and taco seasoning. I will be cutting up 2 potatoes, 2 green chilies, cooking with vegetable broth. I will be adding corn, enchilada sauce, cilantro in the container here, tofu of course, chickpeas, pinto beans, salsa in case we need it at the end, avocados, 2 cloves of garlic, and I'll only be using half an onion for it. First, we're going to start with our tofu. Now with the tofu, the first thing we're going to want to do is drain this guy out, and I have a container with paper towels in it to suck out the moisture. And for the tofu, I like using the firm or extra firm. Then we drain it over the sink first. And as you can see here, still very shiny, has a lot of liquid in there still. So we'll go ahead and put it right in our paper towels here. And then of course another way to draw out the moisture is going to be put something heavier on top of here with some paper towels on it first. So get those together here. And what I'm going to use to push down on it is our salsa. And then we are just going to set this to the side and let it draw out the moisture while we start cutting up and getting all the veggies going for us. Now the first thing I'm going to start with is our 2 potatoes. We are going to wash these guys off first, and then we're going to dice them up into small little pieces. This way they will cook faster since we're going straight from these and we're not microwaving them or anything. We're just going to cook them right in our pan with the vegetable broth. And for cooking the potatoes, for me, I just leave the skins on. It really doesn't matter once you get everything cooked up. It's just going to taste great anyways. Now that we got our potatoes all cooked up, we are going to heat the stove up to medium heat for our pan. And now first thing I'm going to add to the pan is our vegetable broth. And then I'll add our 2 potatoes to it. Next, I'm going to cut up the half an onion. And then also cutting up 1 garlic clove. Then I'm going to take a small handful of the onion, throw it in. This is going to be used for our avocado hummus. And then we'll add the piece of garlic and the onion to the potatoes. And since the tofu is still wet, I'm going to cut it in half long ways here. So we have 2 sections, and then I'm just going to throw it back in the container with paper towels across all of it, and then throw the salsa back on top to draw out more of the moisture. And next I'm going to dice up 2 green chilies here. Next I'm going to add our corn to it. And then of course, if you're having troubles with stuff sticking to the pan, just add more vegetable broth, and that will bring it right up off the pan. And now that we got most of the moisture out of the tofu, I'm going to go ahead and crumble it up and then put the seasonings on top of there. So our black pepper, cumin, and the taco seasoning. And now that I got the seasonings on top, I'm gonna add cilantro on top of that. And now I know not everyone likes cilantro, so if you don't, you can always just add a green like spinach into it and it tastes just as great. And since we got everything cooking up very nicely there, I'm going to add my pinto beans into it. Now I'm just going to turn the heat down a little bit on that, so while I am prepping our avocado hummus, not really worried about anything burning. Of course, I'll continue to stir it and make sure everything gets in there. Do a couple taste tests. If I need to add anything else, I'll add it there. Usually I just add a little bit more taco seasoning to it. So let's get on to the hummus here. So I have the onion in there, and we are going to add the chickpeas now. Got our chickpeas in there. And next we are going to cut up the garlic. Just a little bit because for the most part it's going to be all chopped up in here. So I did a pretty simple way of cutting them up, so I'll just add that right in there. And next we are going to add our avocado. Just cut it up, get that one, get the avocado seed out of there, and then just grab a big spoon to scoop it right out. And we just add the avocado right in there. And now that we got our onion, chickpeas, garbanzo beans in here, and the avocado, let's get some water in there to make sure everything mixes up. Also, our garlic in there. And now I got it filled up to about here with water just to make sure everything does get mixed in nicely. So let's go ahead and get this one all blended up. Now we got our avocado hummus all mixed up here. And like you saw me do there, take it off, shake it up if you need to make sure you can mix all the onions, chickpeas, and anything that may be left over. But we got a nice, very thick avocado hummus there. And then also the other avocado, which I am just going to top our meal with. Next, I'm going to add the green chili enchilada sauce to it. I'm just going to prep our avocado while everything finishes off here. I like to just slice it down so we have nice big pieces to go on top. Get them all ready to just come out very easily here. You just scoop them right out there. And now the main thing you want to check on here is that the potatoes are thoroughly cooked and that the flavoring is to your liking here. Alright, and now we got our bowls filled up, so we're going to add the avocado hummus on top of that. And the reason I'm doing this is because I always add avocado to it, and then usually throw in chickpeas. So I'm still getting them both in there, but they're just in a hummus now. And now we got our 2 bowls ready to go. So a great little meal. Don't forget, if you guys want to, you can always add salsa to it or any other little seasonings that you may enjoy to make it your own. Obviously, we have a lot of extras, so it is great to serve 4 people with a little bit of extra for everyone there. So go ahead, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video with whoever you want. I'm still trying to get to 100 subscribers, and I'm going to keep pushing for it. So until next time, you guys have a great rest of your day. Well, you came into the madhouse of meat. But I wanted to make sure I was actually recording.
Oh, that's odd.
Mm-hmm. Gotta check in my forehead to see if it's recording. Interrupting my shower.
It's not my fault. You told me to. Well, I'm trying to interrupt. And it's on the ground. I said, you don't. There's a movie star, Johnny.
So I did a brittle. So I did a pretty simple way of cutting them up so that you can add it later if you so desire. Me cross the room.
Me love cantaloupe.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna cut those up too.
Today.
Mhm.
Right now.
Yeah, because I don't want them to go bad. Probably while I'm eating mine.
That's a good idea. No rest for the wicked.
Thanks. Good to know how you feel about me. You.
Being very quiet.
I'm just gonna make a blooper of all the sound effects you make. It's gonna probably be the longest part of the video.